What's up, guys? Welcome to the 4th episode of Don't Talk, Listen. I am Sean,
And I'm Ann.
and today we have a very special guest with us today. It's Katie.
Hi! Hi, I'm Katie. My Vietnamese name is Thảo Nghi. I am studying in RMIT University, majoring in professional communication. And I'm actually a sophomore student, by the way. And it's so nice to see you here today. Thank you so much for your invitation.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you for having us. It's such a pleasure to have you
It's
here.
my pleasure too. It's so nice to be back here.
It's been I think we saw each other like a month
A
ago.
month, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's been a really long time.
Yeah.
So, how's it going for you?
As you can see, first thing first, my hair color
Yes.
has changed a lot, and maybe I would say that September for me was like a crazy month. I have a lot of things that was going on in my life when I met you guys at the coffee for the first time. Yeah, and so I decided to make my October became a healing month, and that's why I'm here recording this podcast here in like a familiar space.
Yeah.
So I think this is kind of like your healing progress.
Yeah.
We are your
Of course.
stepping stone in your healing process. So before we begin this episode, I would like to thank Yola and RMIT for sponsoring our podcast episde. Okay, so back to Katie. Sorry.
Okay, I'm ready.
So actually, we thought while we were thinking, we thought of a game to kind of break the ice for the audience and also for us. And
Of course.
it's called Can I Ask You a Question? It is a card set by Get You a Question, and it is actually created by the Aesthetics. Have you heard of them?
Yeah, really? Okay.
Yeah. So they are actually a graphic design club that originated
Really?
from Lake Widon.
It's their product, right?
Yeah, it's their product.
It's pretty cool.
It's very familiar if you actually followed them on Instagram. And so I actually picked out a few cards so that you can choose from. And the rules of this is pretty simple. So I'm going to ask you a question that has a similar content to the cards in here. And so we're just gonna go with the flow.
Yeah.
you know?
Okay.
Okay, so let's
I'm
get
so ready.
started.
Let me.
Okay, let's go. We have 5 cards to choose from.
Okay. What is this? Could I get to know you? Okay. This is a cute question.
For
I would
like dates and all
start
that
with
stuff.
it.
Okay, so could I get to know you? So Katie, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself, like the fun facts and everything? You know, I don't know, but you seem like a really cool person, and I would really
Thank
get to know you more.
That's a compliment for me.
Yes.
Okay. Fun fact about myself, right? I would say I am definitely a workaholic. Yeah. You know, I am currently a student of RMIT, and I am also working 4 jobs, I believe. One is numerology, one is teaching assistant, another job is teacher at the SOS Village. Do you guys know?
I've heard about them.
And the last one is I work at an event agency, which support my career pathway.
That seems like a lot. That seems like a lot.
Wait, I have a really big question for you. So like after like all of those like work ethics, and how do you manage to like not get burnt out, and like how to like balance your work and your activities?
That's what people always ask me when they know what I'm doing. You know, so like it will burn out sometimes. Like it's unavoidable because like a lot of amount of time and a lot of work, a lot of roles that require you to adapt to it. But sometimes it makes me feel like I'm alive. Like living is working for me. And I love running the deadline. It makes me feel like I'm busy and I'm doing something that is useful for my life. And so like just one tips for managing the time schedule is that maybe you should plan ahead. I usually plan ahead like at the beginning of the semester. I usually plan the assignment. The assignment deadline so that I will like know when it comes and I will know how to like satisfy some plans, especially hanging out with my friends.
So I think like the most important thing is to like kind of learn how to manage your time and try not to be too stressed about it. Because if you're stressed about something, then you'll never be able to do it.
You know, like
properly.
the key that you have to prioritize it.
So you know, Sean is actually a workaholic too.
Yeah.
You are?
I
Yeah.
am
Really?
a workaholic.
Yes.
I mean, I try to
insane.
balance a lot of things in both my work and my studies, but sometimes I just get really burnt out, and those times it can be really difficult.
Yeah.
I was the same like you when I was in Le Bidon, but like, you know, when you actually overcome it, like it becomes a norm. like
It becomes a norm.
running the deadline, Le Bidon is like a norm for me, and I believe that every Le Bidon alumni, they have a really great foundation of running the deadline and conquer the time management skill.
Wow.
It's like
That's
in your
a fact,
blood.
you
It's
guys.
in your
That's
blood
a
at this
fact.
point, you know?
Yeah, you know, you have to graduate and you have to run the deadline to graduate.
Yeah. So it's inevitable at this point.
Yeah.
So okay, so let's get to our next question. Can you do the favor?
Yeah. I'm gonna do the favor.
But it's actually really cute card.
It's so cute. I
Yeah.
love the
Yeah.
design.
I like it. I may go with this one. It's a PR podcast, by the way. It's, can I have your Instagram?
Okay, so this is like a little fun fact. When I was thinking about like what kind of game I should use to break the ice and everything, I actually thought about this exact card. Can I have your Instagram from Get Your Question? And I was like, it would be really cool for Katie to actually like show us her Instagram and kind of rate her Instagram feed and tell us the behind the scenes of the photos that she took. And so yeah, this is exactly what you're going to be doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you screen record?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Okay, let me see. This is my Instagram, and maybe I don't have like really much thing to show you because I archive it a lot. It used to be a lot here.
Yeah.
But as time flies, I decided not to.
I actually love your Instagram feed. It's really,
Really?
positive.
Yeah.
It's not so aesthetic, I believe.
No, it's very. I love
Okay.
the colors and everything.
I think the one that I like the most is the most random thing, the most random picture on my Instagram, which is this. Should I show
Yeah,
them?
Yeah.
It's this one. You know, it's a random photo, right? But it's like for me, it's like a remarkable picture that it has marked the journey that I've been through after the graduation of Le Bidon High School, and then I went to the USA to study abroad, and then I decided to go back here in Vietnam to study at RMIT University. That is just like a huge journey for me, and it's just a random thing, but it's really cute and it's really memorable for me.
So it's a picture.
It's
a
lovely.
picture of 18-year-old Katie.
Yeah.
I think it's turning 18 is kind of like a very big thing for a lot of us because like you're
becoming,
like you're becoming an adult and you're not a teenager anymore, and you know you just graduated, and it can be a lot for people, but I think that picture is like really important to you.
Yeah, it's really important to me, to my life.
I think if I turn 18, it would be a big thing for me too. Like everyone will think that.
No, I would be scared. I would be terrified.
No, believe me,
I
adult
would
is
be
not a
scared
really
too.
bad thing.
I'm honestly, guys, I am not ready for adulthood. I'm in my
No
years.
no one's ever ready for that.
No one's ever ready.
I wasn't too, but I'm forced to be.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were forced to become adults, and now, you know, I think turning 18 will be, I think I'll be sad. I'll be sad.
No, don't be sad.
Don't be sad.
I'll be sad because I'll turn 18 maybe like in another country without my parents because, you know, life, it's life.
Yeah.
You can't really predict it. Okay, so actually I have another game for you. So
We have a lot of game
Games.
going on
yes,
here.
well, games, but this is the last one. I promise.
Okay.
I promise. So can you use 5 words to describe yourself? So it could be an adjective, anything actually.
5 words?
Yeah.
Does event count? I bet it's count.
Yeah, of
Okay,
course
first
it
of all,
counts.
event, workaholic, passionate, nostalgic, and Gemini.
Wow.
Gemini. Oh, you're a
Right,
Gemini.
right.
You're a Gemini.
I'm a Gemini.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
June Gemini for your information.
That explains it.
That's a play. Explain.
Not in a bad way though. I actually thought that you were kind of like a
I believe Gemini is quite charming though.
Yeah, Geminis are charming.
They are charming.
Except for he's a Taurus, so not fun. Okay, so from the 5 words that Katie listed earlier, there were 2 words that really caught my attention, which was passionate and nostalgic.
Okay.
Speaking of nostalgic, I heard that you were the leader at the Outside, which is our school's music club in 2019, right?
Yeah.
And so, how did you started dancing, and like, when did your passion for music start?
Okay, so for me, my passion for music has like always been there. It's like for my whole life. I started dancing, I started singing, I started to learn piano since I was, just a little kid. And it has always been there. So I think I started officially dancing when I was in grade 8. It was a dance competition from my secondary school. And then when I got in high school, I decided to cast in the music club. And fortunately, I got a chance to got in the Outside. And more, fortunately, I got a chance to be the leader of the Outside. I would say I was the first leader of the Outside dance club because there wasn't any official name for the dancing club at that time. So that's how it started.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so
actually, when I first got into the school, the Outside was actually the first club that I found out about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was really shocked because I thought that this club was actually founded by like a bunch of university students because like everyone is so talented and the production of the performances and everything, it really blew my mind.
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah, it was really cool.
So how did you able to like maintain your passion with dancing, like despite all the deadlines at Lido?
For me, the time that I work here, that I study here as a student here, one of the best thing was to be a member and to be a leader of the Outside. The teamwork process, I got a chance to meet a lot of people, and we created the best memories, I would say, together, and that sparked in my life, that lightened up my life, and somehow it became a way for me to grow my passion and keep it up with all of the passion for music that I have always got there. And speaking about maintaining the work now, the passion for music now, I actually not consider it as a daily basis anymore, when I was a high school student. But I am still sometimes choreograph for some classes in Lido High School for competition. Or if my friend needs me to support them with anything about music, I'll definitely go for it. And that's how I keep it up and how I maintain the passion for music.
I think being in clubs in high school is a very fun thing because you get to make a lot of friends.
Yeah.
And I think you made a lot of friends because
Best friend.
yeah, best friends too.
Best
because,
friends.
of course, you can, and then you can make like a lot of memories, good memories from it too.
Yeah.
I just think it's really fun that we get
Yeah.
to do that.
I actually really agree with you. Like, you know, the best thing like being a high school student is that you guys spend a lot of time together. You know, like you meet each other literally maybe 5 or 7 days a week, and you spend like 12 hours a day together, and that is why you got a time to like get close to your friend, like really close to your friends. You know what's going on with their life, you know what's going on with your life, and how it links together, and that is why you're gonna meet like you're gonna find your best friend there. Like you have a lot of time, you have chances to create really best memory. But when you like go to university or when you're getting older, you don't really have time for your friends anymore. Like you have to focus on your life, how you're gonna make it work with your life, and what is your career pathway. And I usually make jokes with my friends that as time flies, our conversation topics change. Like when I was like a high school student, our daily topic would be, what do you want to drink today? Or what do you want to eat today? What do you have for breakfast? Or but now when we talk about something like really serious, we always start with like, what do you plan to do? What is your plan for like 1 year ahead? Are you applying for some jobs?
Like how's work?
Are you successful?
You know, like it changes.
It changes.
I think like me and my friends, we actually talked about that because like, you know, if it was a year ago, we would be talking about like, oh, how our friends are doing and like how's life going, like some gossips or dramas and all that. But then
the gossiping.
Yeah, the gossiping and all that. But now all we talk about is like, oh, what university do you plan to apply to, or like how's that going for you? How's university how's like the university application is going for you? And I think it really applies to anyone. Like our topics for conversations change every now and then.
I didn't really believe my parents when they told me when I was like a high school student. They say, enjoy your time.
Enjoy your time.
Things gonna change really fast, and I didn't believe it until I actually experienced it.
When you actually become an adult, you get really
Welcome
surprised.
to adulthood.
Welcome
That's
to
why
adulthood.
I say I'm a nostalgic person. You know, I always miss high school. I miss Lebanon so much.
We should appreciate our time here, like for real.
Yeah, you should. I really did.
I won't.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Speaking about Դồn, like we all know that our high school is popular for the obscene amount of deadlines and projects. So really, how were you able to really pull through all of that? You know, like when we were in secondary, we're not used to like that much amount of workload and projects, and it can be really like overwhelming at some point for all of us. And
well, you know, the thing is what you want to prioritize. Like priority is always a big thing for me, because like I am the kind of person, as I told you that I'm a workaholic, and definitely is. I always want to work. Like I want to do everything that I can. But sometimes learning how to prioritizing things is definitely really helpful. Because like when I was a high school student, I didn't put much effort. It's not I don't care about it, but I just don't want to like get high grades, you know. It's not really that important for me. Like
because you have different priorities.
I prioritize the experience and the soft skills that I learn here, and that makes it become like more enjoyable. And I believe that because I reminded myself that I only have 3 years here, like 1,000 days here, and how should I spend it like the most memorable thing, a memorable way that I want it to be. And that's how I pull it off. Like I just know how to prioritize my thing. I prioritize my experience and the soft skills and the people that I meet and the connection that I can have from Lebanon High School. And that's how I pull it off. I think so.
So talking about priorities, if you have the chance to go back to high school and like, would you want to dance and like be the leader of the outside again?
That's a nice question.
A hard one.
That's a hard
pretty
one.
hard one.
Okay, I think that I want to be a member again, but I don't want to be a leader because just like any organization's club needs like new color,
Yeah.
every organization needs new color, and I was the old one. I believe that like we have a lot of talented students now. They are very talented both in academic and in music, and so I believe that they can bring like different color and different vibes to the club, which make it more diverse. And yeah, I do appreciate and I do respect their uniqueness. And I just want to dance, I don't care about being a leader or not.
Oh yeah.
Wow. That's lovely. That's like,
really sweet though.
that's a virtue.
Okay, so speaking about like, you're now a university student, a sophomore, right?
Yeah, sophomore.
And you are a communication major
Yeah.
in RMIT. I heard that like RMIT is a university that teaches in like full English, right?
Yeah,
And
full English.
luckily we're lucky to be studying in a bilingual like program. But sometimes studying in a program that is all in English can be a little stressful and can be a little overwhelming sometimes. And do you think that it's important to be able to have a foundation in English?
I think it's a must.
Yeah, it's a must.
It is a must.
Yeah.
So, like my personal life and professional life requires English, like most of it or all of it.
I think
like English is really, I think that is a crucial tool for anyone to survive in this world, because it's open up like so many chances for you. If you want to travel to different countries, that gonna be easier. The language barrier gonna be like a little bit tightened. If you want to work in corporate companies, that's gonna be easier. And as a student, as a university student, English is more than just important, like you have to run a deadline in English. It's stressful sometimes, but it is good for you because like all of the documentaries and all of the scholar sources are basically in English. So like learning English and knowing how to use it as your second language is a must for me in this globalization world.
I think like all of my friends, we usually communicate mostly in English now because
really?
And I think maybe it's a me thing, but English is really important to me because I'm going to be studying abroad, and people are taking the IELTS test a lot more frequently now, because even universities in Vietnam they also need our like English proficiency tests and all that. And so I think English is a really important thing.
Yeah, it's really an important thing. Every organizations now require English and at least IELTS, right?
Yeah, true.
Honestly, like for me, languages is like a thing that you have to have in life to like succeed. Like it is like that key to like reaching your success and reaching your goals. So if you do not have the key, you kind of like missed out on a lot of opportunities, and like you don't really achieve much like what you desire and what you want. So like talking about like achievements and learning and stuff, there's a lot of paths and there's a lot of challenges that goes on the way of like getting to where you want to go. So have you ever thought of like giving up, and did you get back on track, and how did you get back on track?
I did. Of course.
I think everyone did once.
Everyone did, right? I think I told you guys earlier that I went to a university in the USA, and then I decided to go back. Not because I didn't adapt with the environment there. It's just like I wasn't feel like we are welcome there, because like the discrimination is somehow still there, and it's not like the bad discrimination like as before, but it's like the low-key one. So it makes me feel like not really okay. And then that was when I lost the track. You know, I spent like 9 months there, and then when I decided to go back here, it's cost me like a year. Like I would say a year gap compared to my peers. Yeah. And how did I get back? I think that at that time I was lucky that I got friends beside me, and that's a little touching to say.
That's
touching.
We're getting emotional now.
Yeah. I would say that thanks to my friends, and I spent a lot of time alone. You know, like last year, you know, it's just last year. Last year I didn't really connect with anyone else rather than just my like a small community, my best friends surrounding me, and everything was like a disaster because not just academically, but my personal life wasn't really good. My family and stuff, like all the stuff, it doesn't work. And so I spent a lot of time. I read a lot of books. Reading book is somehow a therapy for me. I think so. Yeah. And also, you know, I believe that we have to spend like the right amount of time that ourselves that we need to gain back the energy that we will have in the future. Like
people need time to heal.
Yeah,
you know? Everyone
we need
needs
time to heal. We really do. I spend a lot of time to like talk to myself and somehow doubt my own value. I don't think like when you doubt your own value is a bad thing. It's like when you're starting to gain knowledge and when you're starting to make changes in your life, considerable changes. And after a quiet time, I got back to the track, and I decided to get my job. I decided to somehow involve in different communities, and changing the environment. Going back to RMIT University was actually like, like a life-changing decision.
Life-changing decision.
You made the right thing.
Yeah.
You made the right decision.
Some people tell me that I'm crazy that I go back here, but up to now, I have no regret doing that.
I think some people are just meant for different things.
Yeah.
You know? Not everyone is meant to to study abroad and everything. It just depends on your personality and your personal goals and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna be like a healing coach at this point, but it's honestly
Healing coach?
It's a healing coach. But it's fine for
Am
you
I the
to
healing
like
coach?
Shanle, the healing
coach.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's fine for you to make mistakes. That's like a thing that I tell myself daily, but I can't really. You tell me every day, but. Again, if you fail and then you need to get back up, you got to recover and keep moving on. That's like the beauty of it.
Yeah, and taking time to heal is very normal. So don't be scared that people are like ahead of you, because everyone moves at a different pace.
Yeah.
And I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, we move in like different pace. We have different backgrounds, and why should we be so like peer pressure?
Yeah, we shouldn't feel that way.
It's a problem too, really.
Yeah,
like
I think
we surrounded by so many talented individuals. It's really pressing. Like it's really come to my mind when like comparing to someone.
Yeah.
I think like it's easy just to say it to the audience, but
it's hard to apply it.
It's hard to understand, and it's hard to apply it into our life, right?
Yeah.
So my main advice is that just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it,
Just do
and then
it.
you will know how to get through it, and then you'll be a better version of yourself, I believe.
it's been 3 years since your graduation and you are now in your 20s, which is an age where people expect you to be in your adulthood. So do you think like, do you have any plans ahead of you?
No. No, I'm just kidding. My plans? If you ask about specific plan, well, I don't have it. But if you ask about my goal, I want to be a CEO of my own company, or at least become rich when I got to my 40s, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Everyone
You know, because
knows
like my philosophy is like YOLO.
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 You know, yeah. You only live once, right?
Yeah.
So like, just enjoy it. I also have another philosophy is that every day, every minute is worth it to live, and I just make every moment in my life alive, and that's why I wake up every day and I remind myself that I gotta like work ahead and I gotta work forward. I don't have any specific plan. I just need to work to my very best and become better compared to my last year's me or my yesterday me. Yeah, and that is it for me. That is my plan.
To try to be better constantly.
Yes.
Yeah, to try
that
to be
is
better.
such a nice like motto.
Yeah.
That is such a nice motto. So, you know, I know we talked about our school a lot, and of course, when we mention our school, we mention deadlines, but like I think like deadlines is also very beneficial. You know,
Yeah,
like you get
of
to
course.
like work a lot and you get to gain a lot of experiences. And so what do you think are the benefits of like these experiences with deadlines in your future life? Like for example in your university life or the like furthermore like all of them.
Okay, one of the best thing is that about the time management skill, you know, as we have to balance our academic life and the deadlines in our school, not always academically, but you know, when you like try to like manage all of the things, it becomes a norm that you gotta work professionally, and you gotta respect the deadlines, and how you're gonna process the teamwork, like the teamwork skills. Yeah. And that is, I think that's the most beneficial thing. And when you grow up, somehow the deadlines from the widow gains you a great foundation of how the project flow, like how it's gonna start, how it's gonna keep track of it, and how it's gonna end. And that is how you're gonna like have some kind of like project management skill, and that is great too. So I think rather than just ranting about the deadlines that we have every day, you gotta look like to like a further like future.
Look further.
Yeah, look further. It's
Yes.
gonna benefit you a lot to your personal,
In the long run.
and professional life.
Yeah.
So before ending today's podcast, we would like to ask you one more question that our viewers of Դồn'24 and the Talkaholic desperately need. So as you know, a lot of like younger people today, they are still concerned about like what they're gonna do in the future. So do you think like, do you have any advice for them? Like,
Okay. First of all, we're heading to an end, and
That was
it's kind of sad
fast.
for me.
It's been sad.
I really enjoyed the conversation with you guys.
Me too.
About the advice, well, I don't know. I don't have any specific advice because I'm not a great human. I'm not a great human being.
Oh no, don't say that. Don't say
So
that.
my advice is just, I think, enjoy your life, enjoy your precious moment, and it's great to be alive, right? It's great to wake up every day. Maybe sometimes when you're a little bit lost, find yourself 3 reasons that make you smile on that day, on that specific day. It doesn't need to be something big. Like happiness in life comes from small things, right? And another advice would be, don't waste your time for for things that you think is not belongs to your life. If you think you want to be, you know, successful in your future, you gotta pay off, right?
Yeah.
Hard work pays off.
Of course.
I believe it.
Yeah, evidently. So.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
just work to your best. Like the world know it all, and it's worth it to try.
Yeah, you gotta try your best. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think the people who deserves it will eventually have it. You know, like
Yeah.
it's kind of like the rule of life.
Mhm.
I think if you work hard for it, then eventually you'll be able to achieve your dreams.
Yeah.
And so I think I'll take your advice to mind because I usually get burned out a lot and I also get sidetracked. But I think now that I'm almost graduating, I think I'll try my best to be able to prioritize my tasks. and all
Yeah,
that.
you know, we're facing a lot of pressures compared
Yeah.
to our parents.
Yeah.
For Gen X and Gen
Z.
Y and
Oh.
Baby Boomer, they were like, you know, their environment and their life was different to us. So the point is overcome their hardship. But as our generation, Gen Z, we're like overcoming our laziness.
Yeah.
And it's like a really different thing. We have a lot of pressure, but I think that pressure is like a tool, a potential tool for our success in the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. So who's gonna win? The people that gonna use the pressure.
Yes, we gotta
Us.
Appropriately.
We're gonna win. We're gonna win eventually.
Okay.
I am very, very happy that you are here, and I think your counsel and everything and your advices really helped me, and I think all of the viewers and all of the audience who are like kind of contemplating and they're kind of like struggling to find their own goals and everything will also appreciate you.
Aw,
And-
that's cute.
And the question that Sean just asked us is also the last question here on this episode. And I would really, really like to thank you for joining us and sharing your experiences and talking with us today.
It's my pleasure too. As a Levidong alumni, it's really nice to see you guys, what you guys doing. Like, you know, you're becoming more and more talented compared to the older generation of Levidong students.
Thank you.
And
Thank
yeah,
you
you're
so
getting
much.
better. Everything is getting better here. But you know, familiar places.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
Yeah,
Nostalgia.
I would say that Levidong students, like, we have like a philosophy is that once a Levidong student is always a Levidong student. My philosophy is that whenever I get to know like a Levidong student or alumni, they are more than, you know, just familiar to me. We're just have a fling, you know.
Yeah. We just connect well.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
just connect well.
Yeah.
So on behalf of ĐôN24 and the Talkaholic, we truly appreciate your attendance here. We truly wish you success and luck in your future career, the path that you chose, no matter what. And we really hope that we'll have a chance to talk to you soon and later in future
Maybe
projects.
we'll meet again. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll meet again. You know?
It's
Who
my
knows?
pleasure to meet again next time.
Yeah, so goodbye.
See you.
See you.
Thank you.